So today's the first day. I'm going to be heading out in the woods, seeing if I can't find the mighty morel. Heard there's a bunch of them out here. Um, I'm at Tommy's house right now. We're probably out in this 40 acres out here. We can probably find something. So I guess we're just going to start documenting, see how we do it, and then later on, if you guys ever want to try it, minus the bears and the coyotes, we'll see what happens. Alright, so just heading out from Tommy's house, taking a trail out to the woods, following the road back to the 40 acres, and I ran across something that I wanted to show you. It kind of makes me a little nervous, but you see right here, that's a coyote track, and you see that they're heading in the same general direction that I'm going to be heading in, so that kind of makes it a little bit dangerous, I guess. So as I go, I have to keep my eye out. If you look at the track down here, you'll see that it's pretty fresh. You see how it's got there's no dirt really falling in. Right there's a little bit of dirt that's falling in. So it's been made a little bit ago, maybe 3-4 hours ago. But you can tell a fresh track, it doesn't really have all that cave-in around it. So I guess I'll be heading out here looking for the old morel and seeing what we can come out with. I'm gonna have to probably think about what kind of food to look for as I walk out here, and maybe try to find a water hole to help me out for the next few days. So build a shelter, find a good place to camp. But as for right now, I'm just gonna walk out and see if I can't see some kind of a sign of where the morel will be. So I guess we'll take it from there. Alright, so today might be a good day. I was walking down the trail down here, and I happened to see some food source here. I know it doesn't probably look like the most edible thing in the world, but I heard that in the old days they could eat dandelions and fry them up. And I don't have a frying pan or anything, but I got a dandelion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to eat these. Pretty much I'm just going to take the dandelion head and pop it off, and not really the tastiest breakfast I've ever had, I gotta tell you that, but for trying to survive out here, it gave me a little bit of energy walking out here in this deadly 70-degree weather. It is what it is, right? As we keep going, we'll keep looking for more food supply and maybe find us a good place for some shelter for the night. A good place maybe where we locate some morel, but for what it is, gotta take what you can get. Alright, here we go.
Hi, I'm Aaron. My dad has went to go look for some mushrooms. He left his iPod here, so yeah, he's gonna tell you how to get mushrooms and survive out there. It's been pretty crazy since that bear attack at the campsite. Try to bear with him, trying to help you. Okay, bye.
Alright, so we're heading into the woods now. Just want to let you know before we start here, there's 3 things that I go by, I guess models if you would. The first model that I've had is kids, you don't reach for the stars, because you know the higher you reach, the farther you fall. So you know, just be prepared in life. The second motto, of course, is from the Boy Scouts. Here we got the three P's. Okay, they're easy to remember because of three P's, of course. And the first one is that you want to make sure that you're prepared. And I always come prepared. I carry my jackknife around with me, and no matter where I go, I try to keep it on me. I mean, they don't really let me into Walmart anymore, or Kmart, but you know, there's a gas station, a truck stop down on 55 down there. They don't mind if I bring it in there, so that's where I do a lot of my shopping. Yeah, be prepared is the first P. The second one is patience. You know, if you're going to be out here, you don't want to make rash decisions. You want to take your time, think about it, and actually make some good decisions. And the third one that you've got, you got to make sure that you study. Make sure you know your area, what you're walking into, things you can eat, things where you can get water sources, things along that line. So just make sure you study. And that's it for now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I'm sorry. The last life thing. I guess I forget it because I only use it really around the 4th of July, and the last model that I have for you is stop, drop, and roll, and that just really goes along with my family get together on the 4th of July. So. Alright, I'm going to head back into the woods. Alright, so I was walking through the woods here and came up on this trail. Really no signs of morel, so I decided to go past the 40 acres and see what was on the other side. And looks like some kind of maybe a 2-track used for hunters to get back for deer hunting or squirrel hunting. But one thing that I've been noticing as I've been walking through these woods, there's been trees that have been falling, and it doesn't look like it would be the normal way that a tree would fall. See little popple trees bent over, and that's kind of odd. I'll show you what I mean. Here's some right up here, as a matter of fact. If you look at the structure of this, the way that they're bent, you see like these ones here, with it being strung out like that, looks like it was maybe end of last fall or so they broke. But with the thickness that they are, it wouldn't be easy for them to break, especially if they were alive. And without them breaking and kind of giving this little bit of a stringy effect, that shows that they probably were still broke while they were alive. You've got them going in this direction, and then over here you've got them going in the opposite direction. Kind of an oddity. Well, here's something up here. This one here seems to be like it was done rather fresh, at least more fresh. And for it to break like that, if there was a downforce on it, it seems like it would bend that tree down. And that tree was never bent down. It was just the limb on it. I've been seeing weird things like that as I've been walking through this woods. I've thought I heard a couple of deer grunting, but that's kind of an oddity also this time of year. So I guess we'll get back to walking. I'll let you know. We'll find some territory here to find some morel, but as for now, we're just going to keep on walking. Walking down the trail here, come up to the point to where I'm seeing more tracks. If you look here, you've got the two little hoof prints of a deer. So we definitely know that there's deer in this area. What we're going to do now is we got to try to find out which direction we're going. I'm not really familiar with this area like we we traveled a little bit away from our 40-acre zone there, and that's kind of out of my territory. So we're gonna have to try to find us a direction. The way we're gonna do that is we're gonna take this stick. It's probably 2 foot long or so, 1.5 feet, and we're going to put it in the ground there, and we're gonna mark it. We're going to put our stick right at our northernmost point, which would be right here. Now we'll come back and check that in 15 minutes and see which way the shadow's going. And that is our west mark, and wherever our shadow is, we'll mark that one again and draw a line through it, and we'll see which way is east and west. It'll at least give us an east and west mark. So I'm going to look for some mushrooms here for the next 15 minutes or so, and then we'll end up coming back. So walking through the woods here, I was looking around for some mushrooms, and I happened to pop up on this. And this, if you smell it, it smells kind of like a wintergreen, but actually these have a very good taste to them. The wintergreen berry, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat that one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's good. Finding more along our trail here. Not good enough to keep my energy level up. Kind of a spearmint minty taste to it. I'm also seeing signs of something getting into these trees down here. A whole bunch of signs of deer, that's for sure. But starting to get a little bit thick here. Kind of a swampy looking area, and I really hope it doesn't come down to it, but if it does come down to it, it looks like I have myself a little bit of a spring. And if you look down in here, you can actually see where it's kind of bubbling up. So we do have a water supply if we need to. So well, we're back to our stick here, and looking at our stick, we see that we had our right here was our west stick. Now we're going to take another stick and put it at the tip of our shadow, and that will be our east stick. So now we can take this and get rid of it, and we can make us a line here. Okay, now if we stand above that, we know that this way is west, this way is east, that way is north. So, without any luck here, I think that maybe we should continue on the 2-track, but at least we know that the 2-track is running east and west as for now. So we'll keep continuing to check it. Just walking down the trail and happened to look down and saw a tick. You want to watch out for these puppies. They get on deer and humans and other animals. They'll bite you. They sink their head right into your skin, and then they'll suck the blood out of you. The bad part is that you can catch Lyme disease or other diseases from them. So another danger for walking in Michigan's woods, so thought I'd show you. Alright, I'm going to continue the walk. Okay, as we're walking down the trail, started to smell some onions. Everybody knows when you start smelling onions, and probably a good sign of leaks. The leek is actually Michigan's an onion. And the baby ones look just like that. But take those out from there. Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do is get down in the ground, get it down there, and there we go. And you can definitely tell them, because you can smell them. And what you want to do is take them, clean them off. And right there, baby, your Michigan leeks. Tastes just like an onion, but they're very strong. Very strong. So, that's them. Okay, so we just found some leeks here. Right now I'm taking the stems off of them, and then what you got left is this. And oh, wonderful. That ought to give us some nutrition. And I'm going to take some of these and stash them away. I'll get a good handful or so, then I'll go and I'll stash them away, but for maybe dinner a little bit later on tonight. Get a fire going, and who knows? Who knows what else we're gonna find out here? So I'll put some away for dinner, and hopefully I might be able to get my hands on maybe a squirrel or some animal, and then also we probably find some reeds. They've got a bow on the bottom part of them. It kind of tastes like potatoes, so we could have meat, potatoes, and onions. Can't beat that. Continued to walk. I think I have found heaven. Definitely could hold some trout. Mosquitoes galore down here, though. That's the problem. But the good thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing the little runoffs down here, which indicate that this is all naturally fed. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and probably drink from this. Yeah, can't beat that. It's nice to get something in you. So I think I'll probably end up taking a little break here. Been walking all morning. See if I can't get a little energy back. Maybe jump inside this puppy and cool off a little bit. Alright, well, while walking back down the river here, I see we've got this moss here. This moss just happens to be excellent for starting fires. And there is no shortage of it at all. So if you look at that, see how dried out that is? Really good stuff there for making fires. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a bunch of this stuff and have it for tonight. So maybe we get a fire going with any luck. Today could be my lucky day. I was walking down the opening here, and I happened to find a shirt, and This one here is a little bit warm. I keep the long sleeves because of ticks and mosquito protection, but you know what? It's a little bit warm. I'm ready for a change. I'm going to go ahead and try this one on. Just something for a change. See if it fits, and if it fits, I think I'll keep her. Oh, it feels nice. Feels nice. You know, it's not exactly stylish, but out here doesn't matter. Short sleeve shirt might keep me a little bit cooler. Probably change it back out again later on when it starts to cool off a little bit. For right now, though, you know, I feel a little bit of a breeze coming through it. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. We'll try it out. Well, we found some more oddities here in our trees. Look at this tree here. This tree is bent. Not broken, but it's bent. Comes all the way down back to the ground. On top of that tree, you have this tree, and it pretty much goes right up, kind of rides over top of the other one. On this tree, I can't see where it would come from. I look around at the tops, and all the tops seem to be there. It's way too thick to be just a branch off from any one of these trees, so it was definitely moved here. We also have this one here that comes up, and it goes underneath too, and also that's too big to have been moved. If you look down here, you can't see really where any of that would have come from. Something has moved it here. All kinds of these formations, and it wasn't dragged there unless it was done a while ago either. So all right, I happened to find this tree that's down, and it's like a good opportunity to make a shelter. What? There's that knocking again. I've heard that off and on as I'm walking through here. I don't know really what it would be. Doesn't really sound like anything that I'm used to, but we'll listen for it somewhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick the height. I'll start working from the back end here and start working my way up, and I'll start putting some trees on either side, some limbs, to make kind of like a tent. And then I'll take some of the ferns. We got a bunch of ferns over here, and I'll just layer the ferns down below. It doesn't really look like rain. I looked at the clouds earlier. Looks like we got a lot of cumulus clouds, and cumulus means it's going to be a good day. We'll keep an eye on them, but we're kind of in the woods here too, so maybe it keeps some rain off from our backs, but it doesn't look like rain really. So I'm going to get busy. Once I get done here, I'll show you what we got. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually gather these ferns. Basically all I'm doing is grabbing at the very bottom, give it a little hit, and then grab it, go to the next one. It's kind of hard to get a good shot on that camera doing it this way, but I'm just going to walk backwards as I go, grabbing them at the roots or at the bottom, chopping it. Just keep grabbing on it. That's not a good sign. Can you hear the coyotes? Well, anyhow, that gives us a little bit of a bundle there. I'm going to go ahead and keep working on our shelter here. Just wanted to show you how easy it is to get a bundle of these things. Wanted to show you where we are so far. Believe it or not, this is the side of our shelter. Okay. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm just taking our feeds. I've already built the base out of the sticks like we talked about earlier, but I start from the bottom and I just start poking them in like that. Like I said, it's real easy to come up with these ferns, but I'll just take them and try to poke them down, not straight down into the area so you don't have a whole bunch coming down off from your head, but when you build them from the bottom and you work up to the top, it makes it so when it rains, the rain comes down and actually falls down onto the next fern. On the inside, we've already started us a bed and started our sticks on the other side. So probably give them another 40 minutes and we'll be done with this and we'll get some video. Pretty much cut down every fern out here to make our shelter, but wanted to show you where we are and what we've done. I left the shirt up there so I could find it. Believe it or not, looking in this area here, sometimes it blends in like that. But there's 3 rules when it comes to the eyes. In the human eyes, they see movement first. Now being in the ferns like that, they won't be able to see through it, so that'll take out the movement. Second thing that they see is shape, and the shape of the ferns will break up the shape around it, so it won't be so distinctive. And then the third thing that they see is color, and we have a natural color. Keep hearing something cutting through the woods here. Thought I heard a turkey earlier. If it comes in, we'll eat it. Okay, but back to our shelter here. You see, we've got the pines up top, which is going to help with the rain if it does rain. And we've got the ferns and a base with logs. Around the back side here, we've got the other side. And on the inside, we have actually about 3 inches of ferns down on the floor for a base. Very comfortable. But as far as the shelter goes, this is going to do fine. We're going to live comfortable here for the day. Hopefully tonight we'll get some good sleep, start back up in the morning. Right now I need to focus on maybe getting a campfire going and eating some more leeks. I've been eating a lot of leeks, and the leek thing has been, leeks or any kind of onion, they're going to help you give off an odor after a little while, and the mosquitoes don't like that odor, so the mosquitoes will actually start leaving you alone. I haven't really had any issues with the mosquitoes since I've been eating the leeks heavily, so I'll keep eating leeks for now, and start maybe working on some kind of a fire pit. Alright, so we've got our campsite pretty much ready to go. We've got our shelter. I got a fire pit made. We're going to make some fire here. Remember we talked about the 3 P's. Well, we want to be prepared in case anything comes into our campsite and we need to evacuate or something happens. Once it gets dark, we might lose direction. We can still use the stars as a way to navigate, but we want to make sure that we have some kind of a plan and be prepared, the first P. So we've been tracking to the same direction here, to the east. So the west is that way. So if anything should happen, what I'm going to do is I'm marking an area here to remember that tree. That tree is west. So if anything should happen, I'm going to start tracking west. The reason west is if we get surrounded by coyotes or whatever, well, once they surround you, if you go in one straight direction, then they get a funnel effect to where they don't stay the same distance apart. They start coming together to follow you in a straight line. And so what we'll do is we'll head out in a straight line, and we're not going to run. We're not scared. So what we're going to do is we're just going to find a point to the west, make a stop, and if they follow us or if they come after us, we'll take them out right then. So that's our plan. The second thing, we're prepared. Patience is we're just going to have to wait once we get to the place to see what unfolds as we go there. And thirdly, third P, study. So from studying, we know that we've come from the west. If we go back towards the west, then we might be a little bit familiar with the territory. So that's the plan. All right, time for some fire building 101. Primitive method. We've got our stick, softwood. We've got our push plow. This is hardwood. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take, whoa, what is it? Here. Okay, we're going to take and use this stick, go up and down with it on here and create some friction. Should start heating up. You should start smelling some smoke. Next thing you know, it usually takes me 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm going to use the blunt side here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up and down that V shape. The method that we're using is called the push plow, the plow method. And I'm just going to go in real nice and easy at first here. Let me see where I got it here. Just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and have that. And a lot of people get rushed or in a hurry. And you want to start out easy. Save your energy until you start getting a little bit of heat coming off from it. I don't know how we're going to do this with the camera. I can't get a good angle on it. Set that camera up. So we're just going to have to, I can smell it warming up. When you start smelling that wood burning, you know you're starting to heat. You definitely got the wood burning, or the wood heating up. So that stick, ooh yeah. Like I said, it usually takes me 15, 20 minutes to get it hot enough. And as I go, I'm going to go a little bit faster and a little bit harder. A little faster. Oh yeah, I can smell it. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off. I'll let you know when I start getting an ember there, okay? Okay, so we got our ember going. Here we go. There we go. We got flame. That's how we do it. And we got ourselves a campfire. Boy, what is that smell? I'm getting this fire and I can notice it. I mean, it smells kind of like skunk or rotten meat, sulfur. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to be getting stronger and stronger. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think it's coming maybe from upwind or something. So I just thought maybe we'd sit here and sing ourselves a campfire song. I wrote this one maybe 2 weeks ago. Let's sing it. Well, it's Thanksgiving Day and you're all alone. You call up your friends, but they're not at home. Don't let yourself get to feeling blue. Grab yourself a plate and let me tell you what you do. You eat some chicken. Yeah, yeah, you eat some chicken. Oh yeah, you eat some chicken. You can buy it in a TV dinner, that is true. Fry it in a frying pan just for you. Grab yourself some chicken for goodness sake. You can even put some of that shake and bake on that chicken. Oh yeah, on that chicken. Yeah, yeah, that chicken. McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King too. I'll have a value meal for you, but with the love and herbs and spices special recipe. Kentucky Fried Chicken is the place to be, 'cause they serve chicken. Yeah, yeah, that awesome chicken. Yeah, yeah, they got boneless chicken. Yeah, yeah, I like that chicken. So you like the song, huh? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why is somebody with so much talent sitting out in the middle of the woods by himself at night around a campfire? Well, let me tell you. You go sharing your talent, and the next thing you know, you got people that are creating a fan base for you. They stick you on American Idol. You win that. You're signing autographs. Got the paparazzi following you. And then you take one or two of them out in self-defense. Next thing you know, you're watching Monday Night Football and you got the feds knocking on your door. They take you to court or to jail. And then you got to decide whether you're going to use your one phone call for pizza or to get yourself bailed out. Pizza sounded good. Then you got to go to court for the next 2 weeks and 3 days. And then you end up leaving that with a felony. And once you're a felon, they take your guns away. And once they take your guns away, you learn to hunt with a knife. So, you find yourself at night, sitting around a campfire with a knife, singing to yourself. I don't know if you can hear that. Sitting around a campfire are coyotes. Sounds like they're a little ways away, but definitely coyotes. I'd rather deal with coyotes because ghost stories freak me out, you know. But there's that knocking again. I wonder what that could be. Maybe we got coyotes don't knock. That smell. It's strong. It's getting a little bit stronger than what it was earlier, but that smell is just ungodly. Coyotes, they could smell. You know, they get in a swamp or whatever. Bear, they can really smell. But a bear ain't knocking on no tree either, you know. But there it is again. So I got coyotes that way. A little bit of a distance here. And I got knocking coming somewhere over in that direction. But in the shelter. There's something outside. I got my flashlight. My son said I should take it for recording purposes. I think probably he was right. I thought maybe the campfire would give us enough light, but it ain't enough light. Not for inside of this shelter. Whoever it is, he's getting closer. Remember, we got our evacuation plan. It's heavy. Oh my God. It's tearing things apart there. Oh, it's throwing things. Can you hear it? It's heavy. I'm asking you if you can hear it. Remember the evacuation plan. I got my knife. Sounds like he's getting farther away. Remember the evacuation plan. We're heading west. If he follows us, we're gonna take him out. Now's the best time. Well, it's definitely a pretty rough night. I ended up heading west just like a plan. Found a place and held my ground. Sat for maybe hours. Could hear it coming closer, so somebody was out there definitely. And saw something. I don't really know how to describe it, but it was like big and black. I don't know, maybe somebody, but anyhow, it was a rough night. Come back, check our shelter, and see if there's something that they wanted from here. And the ferns are mashed down, but that's where I was sleeping. Everything seems to be intact. Alright, so I heard something out by the campsite and took a walk and decided I'm going to try to cut it off, see what we got here. And here it comes. See what we... Oh, it's Aaron. Tommy. Hey guys.
Hi.
What are you guys up to?
We got some mushrooms.
Looks like you did pretty good, huh?
Oh yeah. How did you do? You said you was gonna go out and find some.
Yeah, I ran into some other things right now. kind of got a project working on, campsite.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
yeah, it looks like you guys do all right, man.
Ain't it kind of hard to find mushrooms without your glasses?
Um, I do all right. I mean, I can see okay. Just I left them at home, so hard to keep track of them, you know.
Yep. Yep. Mosquitoes suck.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of
Mosquitoes?
no. That wouldn't be the first time, right?
Yep, because I eat a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing now? Still
Well, we're
looking?
going to go home and we're going to fry up some mushrooms.
We're good, man. Good. Maybe I'll be there in a few days.
Well, I didn't know. At least we got Rocky out here for you.
Yeah.
Rocky will protect you.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky?
Well, let me turn this thing off, man. I'll sit down and shoot the crap for a little bit. So here I am again. Well, the plan before I came out here was to take a trip. On the first day, show you a little bit of survival techniques and make it out to a place that we could set up a campsite, have a little fire, enjoy ourselves. Then we could camp out overnight, get up early in the morning, come out, find some mushrooms, head back to Tommy's, and that was the plan. Now I'm torn what I should do. I don't like bullies. Last night I felt as though maybe, I don't know. When I was trying to cut off that guy in the big black monkey suit, I knocked my tooth out. Don't worry. Don't worry. By the grace of God and these two fingers here, I got it back up in there. A little sore today. I think I might be, I don't know. Hey, check it out. I have no idea if you could see that or not. I don't even know where the camera is on this thing. Anyhow, like I said, I got it back up in there. That's all that matters. Might hold, might not hold, but it'll fill the holes for the day. I might end up having to pull it back out maybe next week if it doesn't grab and tighten up. So I'm thinking this morning, instead of going after mushrooms, I was thinking I might do a little tracking. How's that for class? Yeah, I think it's time for payback. I think that I'm gonna go track them down and see why somebody would be way out in the middle of a place like this and pulling pranks. It's almost like they knew I had to be here, you know. This was they didn't just come out here by chance. Nobody carries the equipment they had like that as far out as what we are for chance. So sorry guys, maybe mushrooms next season. For now, payback time. Well, that's not really that hard. I thought maybe we'd be doing some checking on some tracking 101, but I really don't think there's a lot of competition here. Really, the guy that left this campsite, he really I don't think that he planned on being followed. I think that last night probably they thought we ran for it and thought maybe that was the end of the line for us. So I believe that they just traveled on. You can definitely see markings. Very fresh too, by the way. You can take a trip down, actually see piece by piece where this guy walked and was pretty much grabbing anything that was in sight and breaking it. You can see his tracks right through here. Just unbelievable. This guy made it way too easy. It's almost like it's a setup. I don't know, man. But I think I lost the trail for a little bit here, but oh, there's a good sign right there. See that? I guess you'd have to be blind not to see that, huh? Broken tree limb. Come right off from there. Yeah, these guys aren't very sneaky. Not sneaky at all. I'm just going to keep following it. There's really no sense of keeping the camera on it. Anybody pretty much could follow this trail. So we're going to probably go into stealth mode here and see what we can find. All right. I don't know how I didn't see that before. It's pretty obvious. We've got some really, really rare footage here. Been a controversy for many years over this subject. I don't know how I couldn't see it from the beginning. Let's review. We had signs of tree limbs breaking, trees stacked in unusual patterns, that god-awful smell. The sounds all the way throughout the night. Tree knocking. That was a dead giveaway, huh? And last but not least, probably some of the greatest footage I've ever seen in my lifetime, to prove out exactly what I should have thought in the first place. Well, taking all that into account, I don't think I really need to say anything else. I think you guys are all thinking what I'm thinking. You saw the footage. You heard the tree knocking. I think we should get out of here. You never know what's going to happen next. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the footage. I mean, next thing you know, I could have people after me. I mean, I just can't. I can't believe I didn't see it earlier. Right from the tree limbs. It's all obvious signs. I know you guys are probably thinking, what an idiot, because I had it all on video right here. And you guys are probably watching the video thinking, hey, you know what? Why doesn't this guy get it? Why doesn't he see this? It's like I'm ignorant to anything that has to do with this through this whole video, because I'm so intent on showing survival techniques and tracking techniques and shelters and fire and what you can eat, what you can't eat. I mean, I guess I never in a million years, I mean, what's the odds of you running into something like this, you know? I never thought in a million years that I would walk into the initiation ceremony of the Freemasons. Yeah, you gotta watch those guys. I walked in to the initiation ceremony of the Freemasons. That doesn't happen every day. I'm going home. See you on the flip side, right? Yes. Walking out of these woods and thinking more and more about it. You know? Nobody's ever, that isn't a Freemason, nobody's ever really known about the initiation ceremonies or whatever, but I cannot believe they play hide and seek out in these woods. I mean, when I was younger, we played clap hide and seek, you know, where you'd run out in the woods or whatever and you'd clap when they yell clap 1, clap 2, clap 3, but to tree knot? And that smell, they must have strapped something on them to help them find them and locate where they were, so it wasn't really even fair. Made a guy dress up in a monkey suit, run out in these woods, and then track them down. You make them smell like skunk, rotten meat for the day, for the night. Wonder what they do when they find you. I don't know. I'm not sticking around to find out. Alright, let's keep walking. Alright, here we are at Tommy's. After a long, pleasant time off.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening, guys? Yeah. Yeah, how's it going?
Good. Hey, what's going on, man? You've been gone overnight, day and the night.
Yeah, you hear that thunder last night?
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. It was rainy and cold. What are you up to? Yeah.
We've been watching Bigfoot on TV.
You guys believe in that?
24 hours.
You guys believe in that stuff?
Yeah.
That stuff, that's crazy, dude. You got Survivor Man on?
Survivor Man Bigfoot.
That guy's pretty awesome.
See? Do you see anything like that back there, Rick?
Hang on a minute.
Push it down, seeing the rock, seeing how this is here. You should see this do the same thing on the ground, same sort of page.
Got all those trees stacked up like that?
Hey, you see anything back there like that?
Ain't nothing like that back there.
There ain't.
No, just I kind of got into like a. Hang on to this, Aaron.
Alright.
Yeah, show you. I kind of got into something I wanted to talk to you about. I found some weird stuff, you know, and broken limbs
Yeah.
all over the place on my way out there. This is really rotty smell. Yeah, it was bad, dude. And then I heard like growling, and I know you think I'm crazy.
What do you think it was? Bear or something?
No, it was I think I walked into the initiation ceremony for a Freemason.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, but I drew a map in case you ever wanted to go check it out. Got a,
So now you got tree number 2, which is the strongest and the biggest. So what's tree number 3? Tree number 3.
I guess I didn't know what to say about this, man. I'll hang on to it though. You told me hang on to it, I'll hang on to it.
hang on, what do you think, Aaron?
Sure. I don't know.
What do you think about the map?
I don't know. It's just a bunch of dotted lines with an X on it. How are you gonna follow it?
What do you mean? You got a house and you got
But
The X.
the X.
You got a tree there.
oh, okay. I don't know. It doesn't seem
You got
like it would
some-
work.
You got some doubts there, Aaron. Why? It looks good to me.
How would you know how far to walk in each direction?
By the dots,
Well, you don't want to give out too many clues. If
We lose it.
if this falls into the wrong hands, man, you never know what's going to happen. You know.
We're gonna lose everything.
I don't know if I want to go back out. It's kind of freaky out there, dude.
Well,
I just.
me and Aaron want to go back.
All right, but man, I don't know. You got people running around in ape suits and beating trees, and
Wow.
they're not right, dude. You know.
What they
You
doing
know,
back
it could be a
there?
bunch of cannibals.
Never know. Well, hang on to this.
All right, man.
And when we decide to go, we'll take the map with us. Because we'll be able to find this place easy with this map.
That's why I tried to draw it for you. I figured you'd appreciate it. You know?
Yep. I don't know
So-
what's wrong with Aaron about that.
I don't know.
He
Well, I don't think he's ever really seen a lot of maps or anything. Not well, except in school.
yeah,
And those are taught by a teacher.
but yeah.
They don't know anything. Pluto is a planet one year, next year it's not, and it's a planet again. Is it a planet again?
Not a
It's not?
planet no more?
I thought it was.
When I was a kid, it was a planet.
I thought it was. It was a planet. Is it a planet now?
I don't think so.
I thought they made it a planet again.
Pluto ain't no
I
planet.
didn't learn that in science class this year.
I'd look it up on the internet, but I can't get my phone to plug, or my computer to plug into the phone line anymore.
Well, what do you think? Get a good night's sleep tonight and head out
Maybe we'll
tomorrow?
head back out. Well, if I can't do it this month, we'll have to plan it soon. If I can't do it tomorrow.
Okay.
But I got some things to catch up on, and then we'll go back out there. But
Yeah,
I'm
because me
telling
and
you.
Aaron wants to go out there, check it out.
All right, I'll go with you. Just it ain't right.
We should be able to find it easy with that map. That map is right on target.
Yeah, I tried to double line that X.
Well, one
Make it nice
extra,
and thick.
yeah, at least you made it nice and bright so we can see the X.
I did a permanent marker.
Oh.
I hope it don't rain.
If it rains, we're screwed. We won't have that map no more.
We should put it in a Ziploc bag. You got a Ziploc bag? What do you think of that? We should put it in a Ziploc bag. That way if it rains, the ink won't run.
Yeah. That's a good idea. There we go.
I could have put it in pencil.
There we
But
go.
then with time, that probably would have worn.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
pencil
you
probably-
you probably hang on to that.
Yeah, I put it right up here so it don't get wet. Because, you know,
That ink will run.
yeah, you know how that is. You should have used a pencil.
Oh yeah. Should have used a pencil. That wears kind of easy though, the pencil.
Yeah.
Dude, that might be something. I got some rare footage. You gotta see this footage, dude. I swear, I was going through the woods, and it was real easy to track them, right? Because I was gonna take them out. And they were breaking limbs as they walked or something, and just tearing up the ground. So I was gonna put some video on there of tracking, but it really wasn't necessary. I think a 12-year-old could have tracked them. And I came up, man, there was this dude in this gorilla suit. And that's when I knew I had some kick butt footage. Because you know what happens is the Freemasons, they put them guys in a suit, a gorilla suit. And then
Throw people off.
yeah, they throw them they put them way out in the middle of the woods,
Don't
and they make them knock on trees, and they put something that stinks in them that stung. And then they go hunt them down. And I don't know what they do after they catch them, but man,
Man, that must suck.
yeah.
I'm kind of curious, me and Aaron. We've been sitting there waiting and waiting. We didn't know what was going on back there.
Yeah, knocked my tooth out. I got it back in though.
Did you?
This one being potentially
Wow. That must have been something, seeing all them knocking on trees. And tell them to shut up.
I thought about it. I didn't know who it was at first. And I
You
seen
figured it out.
Well, yeah. I was puzzled for a little bit. And at first, I never even read. I didn't think anything about broken branches or, I don't know why I didn't figure it out earlier. It always points back to the Freemasons, dude.
Think so?
Oh, they have something to do with everything. I think they own the government.
Ain't they the government? Period?
Yeah.
We might as well call them government.
Yeah, pretty much anybody that signed the Constitution is in there. You can stop recording. We're
Yeah,
just talking or whatever. We're good.
We're good.
See ya.
See ya next time.
See you next time. It's Thanksgiving Day and you're all alone. You call up your friends, but they're not at home. Don't let yourself get to feeling blue. Grab yourself a plate and let me tell you what to do. You grab some chicken. Ooh, you grab some chicken. Grab some chicken. You can buy it in a TV dinner, that is true, or cook it in a frying pan just for you. So grab yourself some chicken, goodness sake, you can even use some of that shake and bake on that chicken. Ooh, on that chicken. Ooh, on that chicken. McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's too all have a value meal for you, but with your love and herbs and spices secret recipe, Kentucky Fried Chicken is a place to be, 'cause they serve chicken.